Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Lowell. This is Social Studies, and today's reading. It is Monday, May 5th, or excuse me, May 4th. Tomorrow is May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo for tomorrow. Our reading for today is titled No End in Sight. Once again, I pre-recorded these. You'll see up on this assignment this video explaining things, the reading response questions, some videos, and Quizlet links. So, no end in sight. And it tells us here at the top, in this section, you will learn about the war's early battles and how they resulted in a bloody stalemate. So, stalemate is essentially when the war's not going anywhere. It's no side is winning. And by the middle of the war, it is a bloody stalemate. The Union's winning some war battles, the Confederates are winning some battles, and nobody's really making any progress. We got a lot of new vocab here. There are only two terms here that I'm actually going to ask you to recall that are on the Quizlet. One is Ulysses S. Grant, who is the Union general, and the Battle of Antietam, which is a battle in Maryland that left 25,000 soldiers dead or wounded, considered the bloodiest day in American history. It first starts talking about Ulysses S. Grant and how they the Union started winning a lot of wars in the Tennessee River. So Ulysses S. Grant was a general for the Union Army. He was a West Point graduate, a military strategist of his time. What happened was on the Tennessee River was that it gave the Union the strategic advantage of controlling the border states. And you can see here in the assault on Fort Henry that the Union Army kind of came down and they kind of marched their way through here, winning battle by battle. And this was really important to the Union kind of getting ahead. And then it talks over here about the Battle of Shiloh, which turned out to be a really, really bloody battle. And if you look at the numbers here, it talks about how many people died. And the Union lost more soldiers in most of these battles because they had more soldiers to begin with. And the more soldiers you lose, typically it means the more advances you make on the battlefield. Skipping ahead here, it talks about the fall of New Orleans. And New Orleans, of course, is connected to both the Gulf of Mexico and the Mississippi River, and this is a crucial battle. And it talks in here about how the fall of New Orleans, it was a victory for Grant, a second kind of major campaign for Grant in which he was able to take the port of New Orleans. That's part of helping the Union with their Anaconda Plan. It talks about the Confederate military general Lee claiming some victories in the north in what was called the 7 Days Battle. Not a very good pick here, sorry guys, but the 7 Days Battle really took place in Virginia. And wow, this is a terrible picture. I don't even know why I put it here. But anyway, this is a horrific battle that also took the lives of many men, but it was kind of a win for the South in a way. And it tells us up here that Lee's he believed that if they could push the North out, they could actually invade part of the North and kind of get them to surrender and stop. And then it talks about Antietam, and Antietam took place in Maryland, and Maryland is very close to D.C. That is the center of power in Washington. And this is Battle of Antietam took the lives of thousands of men in one day. It is considered the bloodiest day in American history. And the Union suffered great losses, and the Confederate suffered great losses. So really, the kind of key idea behind this reading is about the fact that this was a stalemate. Like the Union's winning some battles and getting some advances. The Confederates are getting some advances. Talks a lot about cavalry. Cavalry was used in warfare in a lot of these battles, like the Battle of Shiloh and Antietam, and how that was a strategic thing for both sides. But that's really what it's about. It's basically the death toll is just mounting and mounting and mounting, and neither side is really winning this war. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick and dirty. If you have any questions, please email me, let me know. Otherwise, work hard, stay safe, be nice.